understand, like, or he feels sad, happy, joy, satisfying, upset, depressed. It is pretty amazing. Welcome, Mark, and welcome, Eric. You are happy because you are fear sadness. I don't know what that means, Andrew. I'm on nanometer. Emotions are good. It brings out the best in us, right? Sometimes. Only that if you trying to understand, understand every single emotion. So most people, they don't talk about their emotions, because people are shy about, or are not comfortable. People are not comfortable with talking about their emotions at times, such as when they have negative feelings, when they have negative emotions. They don't want to talk about it. Period. Emotions actually what made us strong, like human. Emotions are the ones that bring out a deeper understanding of why, like ourself. It's a reflection of the inner self. Why do I feel upset? Why do I feel so depressed? Why? Emotion is an opportunity for you to know more about yourself. This is my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. Without that, that anxiety back in 2018, I'm no way to become who I am today. I will still be doing the same thing I was doing, and I was with that anxiety, everything happened just the way it should be. I'm very, very grateful. Even with the anxiety, I thank you so much. Okay? If it wasn't for that anxiety experience, I would not be so understanding of myself. I learned to be friends with it. I learned to even love that anxiety emotion of me. It's part of me. It's part of my emotion. How to deal with it, what causes it, and how to use the knowledge as a tool to make that go away. I messed up with my wife because I needed to show her more interest in being proud of her. What do you mean you messed up with your wife? Emotion work through therapy is essential. Welcome, Naive. I take your opinion always. Why am I so sad? You need to analyze why are you so sad. Okay? You need to analyze why you're so sad. Is it because you surround yourself with sad people, or is it because that you watch a movie that makes you sad? Or is it because you saw some news on social media that makes you sad? Or is it because of that you're sad for no reason? What is the reason? Okay. I needed to communicate it better. Okay. Most people think that, when you get married, it's like you're done. You're done with the relationship. But that's just the beginning. Okay? In a relationship, you need to maintain that. It's a study. It's an ongoing course. How to maintain a healthy relationship with your partner. When things not doing well, how are you going to communicate? It's really a knowledge. It's a book. It's like an ongoing book that we need to study. It's not just that, oh, once you get married, you just let it sit there and you're hoping the marriage is going to be successful. It's effort that we have to put in, like anything else. Like your job, don't you have to work 8 hours a day at your job? Marriage is like the same way too. You need to maintain that. You need to do, lots of, you put in a lot of effort, psychologically, physically, emotionally. You need to learn all those aspects of what you need to do for your partner. It's a lot of work. It's a knowledge, Aaron, welcome, Aaron. Wait, you got mail from me, Aaron? Always stay positive. Yep. 12 hours on mine, but just weekends. Okay. Anything that we do, right? Even with me live streaming, I put in effort. Even with live streaming, and this is how I see it, right? If I'm gonna do live stream, I'm gonna do it good. I'm not gonna just sit here, and I'm gonna make quality content. Otherwise I would not be on here. I have to make sure that my hair is all nice and my makeup is all nice. I dress the way I wanted to dress and to put up a show. All this outfit, music that I put on my show, it's a lot of effort that I put into my content. And most people, they don't see that. Only a few people, only like minority of the people see that. And there's so much more. There's so much more into talking with you guys. How am I going to respond to trolls? And would it have a domino effect if I, respond to trolls' negative comments? How should I talk to this person? And how should I make everybody feel like, they get the equal attention? How should I portray myself tonight? How should I, there's a lot of going on in this conversation. It's not easy, even with live streaming. A lot of going on in this type of social media channel. And people think that just chatting from comment to comment is easy. Your mind has to be constantly working. Your mind is a lot of mind work. It's a lot of like mental work when I respond to every single message. It's constantly I'm filtering out what I need to say. What should I say? It's a constantly mind work right here. Have to keep this content going and going. How do I keep people's interest? What should I talk about? For people be here, to keep the talking going, keep the topic going, and don't let it get dry. It's not an easy task. Even just with a small following like me, a small potato like me on TikTok. Appease the audience. You're teaching also. I'm just sharing the intuition. Oops. I'm just sharing that a little bit of the insight, a little bit of insight on what is going on. Of course, wait. Let's move this way. I never forgot the first time I met you. What was I doing when the first time that you met me? Naive. Self-help pep talk in the internal monologue pre-show. I think you're a very good live streamer. Thank you, Naive. And also, you know, you're constantly battling of, you know, you're constantly when you see a troll come into your show and talk bad about your show and talk bad about you, how are you going to be able to cope with that emotion or the first reaction? You know, it's a process right here that you need to handle it immediately, almost. You know, when you see a comment that you don't like, you have to control that reaction and emotion almost like immediately, so that you don't let your vibe and your mood get in the way, and so that you can continue to provide that quality content. You know, because people can feel your mood and people can know, they can feel the vibe and energy from you. You know, if you cannot be able to control that emotion well, then, you know, it ruins your show. You know what I mean? You know, we're all humans. We're all humans. You know, when you see somebody talk bad about you, you're gonna feel bad, right? You're not gonna feel comfortable. You're not gonna feel like you're gonna feel happy. But how are you going to deal with that internally? Immediately, you have to process that. You know, that is not a easy task at times. But you know what? When you practice this, when you keep on practice this, it becomes auto-suggestion, right? Am I right, board game? Am I right? It becomes like subconscious, right? It becomes easy. It becomes easier. It takes practice. It takes practice. It takes practice. So the trolls actually helped me, you know, to be more emotional, intelligent. You know, every single time I see a troll, it's a practice for me. You know, every single time I see a bad comment, a negative comment, it's a practice for me. I take it as a challenge, you know, to embrace that, so I become better. So they actually make me even better. And that's how you should train. That's how you should train your mind to think like that. You cannot have any thinking like, oh shoot, what the hell? You know, this person is so annoying. I just want to